John J. Rich. After Kyle finishes 3 things you need to know, I'm going to tell all of you in the studio about a TV show I started watching yesterday that is fantastic that you all need to watch because it's fun. Not need to, like, we're going to learn something here and just talk about history.
I don't want to learn nothing.
A fun, crazy show that'll give you a pit at the end of your stomach, a thriller show that I stumbled upon yesterday. Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
It was kind of cool watching the SpaceX capsule land softly in the ocean. There's 4 giant parachutes attached to it. It was all over social media. You couldn't miss it. The capsule was carrying 4 astronauts back from the International Space Station, including the 2 that have been stuck there for 9 months when they were only supposed to be there 8 days. Happened off the coast of Florida yesterday afternoon.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
And SpaceX Freedom, splashdown.
Copy, splashdown. We see main chutes cut. Nick, Alex, Butch, Sunny, on behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
Pretty cool, although I'm surprised that the technology doesn't seem further along. They have the capsule splash down and they just have some tugboat kind of like haul it on in.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, that audio you just played is amazing.
It's
Rachel.
Yeah.
And if you watch the video, like right after they landed, a whole pod of dolphins came and greeted them, was surrounding them. It was like
dolphins are so scary.
No, they're so cute.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love them so much.
Get on dolphin TikTok, Kyle, because it's scary.
Dolphins are adorable.
They were welcoming the space astronauts, and I thought it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I thought it was so cool.
It was really cool. It was really cool. It was a whole moment. Like we were all. It was funny because my dad's staying with us right now, and he's been really into he wanted to see the SpaceX. You know how you can sometimes see him in the air when they take off from really far away and whatever. And he was watching it on his phone, and we were just all surrounded. It's like we probably could have turned on the TV.
You're watching it on the phone.
We watched it on his phone.
Back in the day, people gather around and listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Everyone's gathered around, and he's holding his phone up.
100%. Okay, so for the 3rd year in a row, the French Bulldog is the nation's most popular dog breed. You would think maybe it's a Golden Retriever. No, Golden Retrievers actually came in 3rd place this year. Labrador Retrievers beat them. Then Frenchies were number 1, followed by German Shepherds, Poodles, and then all the other fun dogs. But what was surprising to me is that wasn't the big article about dogs yesterday. It was like, yeah, congratulations, Frenchies, that's great. Except, have you seen the world's most expensive dog? So a dog was just sold for $5.7 million.
What?
It's a wolf dog. It's half pooch, half wild beast. Okay. It's literally an actual wolf mixed with a shepherd. And this thing is, I think, only 8 months old. It's 165 pounds already, 30 inches tall. Already
It's
this thing's going to be a beast.
Only one of its breed, I think. It's the only one of it, yeah.
And
I saw it. It's beautiful.
I mean,
looks like a German
it's
Shepherd.
going to have a nice life. Its owners just bought it for 5.7 mil. If you got 5.7 mil to drop on a dog,
they spent all the money on the dog.
That dog is about to have a charmed life for sure.
I was going to say the French Bulldog you're talking about is number 1. I think we have one at the Love Pup Shelter that's up for adoption right now. So if you go to Love Pup Foundation or Love Pup on Instagram,
that little guy.
Ruby, I think her name's Ruby, the little white one.
Ruby will find a home real quick. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Do you want me to tell you about this TV show?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. It's directed by Ridley Scott.
Oh.
You guys know who Ridley Scott is?
Gladiator, right?
Gladiator. I think he also did, what's the Denzel one? The Denzel movie where he won the Academy Award. He was a bad cop. Is that Training Day? He didn't do Training. Right, that's Fuqua.
Blade Runner, though, too.
Yeah, so Ridley Scott did all these great movies. I don't know anybody that starred in it. I recognize them all. The guy that played Pablo Escobar in Narcos is in it. And this other dude, that I saw him on Bullet Train. They're 2 best friends. And they dress up as DEA agents, and they go in and they raid crack houses, but they rob them, but they're not DEA agents. So they bust in the house, they're like, DEA, federal agents, and they arrest everybody, and they steal all their drugs and their money, right? And they're doing it small time. And then they get somebody else involved, and they do it, they rob a place, but now they robbed the wrong crack house. And now they stole all this money, $400,000, and people are after them now to kill them.
Well, that sounds big.
It's on Apple TV, and it is called Dope Thief. Ving Rhames is in it, too.
Okay.
And it's funny. And when you go and Google these guys, it's so good. I've already gone and commented on all the actors' Instagram.
Of course you have. That's when you know John Jay's obsessed with the show.
Sadly, though, there's 2 episodes. It's on Apple. You know how they do that?
Dropping
just
it
coming
weekly.
out.
It's number 2 on Netflix. It's number 2 on Apple right now behind Severance. And I think it's got some legs. I think we're all going to be talking about it for a while. It's really, really good. So I highly recommend Dope Thief right now. And once you see the actors and you watch, it's one of those, it's a serious thing, but they're funny. Do you know what I mean? It's just really, really good. So go see it. Let's get the horoscope. Peyton, what's the vibe today?
I'm going to tell you how each zodiac sign handles being sick. I know we just got over 6th season. I don't think we're in 6th season still, are we?
I think it's 6th season all the time.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you how you handle being sick.
Isn't it right now? Like Kyle was talking about this, like a quadro something.
Quademic.
Yeah,
Pandemic,
right,
yeah.
right.
Something like that.
877-937-1047. What's your sign, Jen? Good morning.
Morning, Aquarius.
Aquarius. So when you're sick, you just vanish. Like one day you're fine. The next you've gone completely off the grid. No text, no post, absolutely nothing. And then a week later you just pop back up and you're like, oh yeah, I was sick. Why are you guys like this? Like, please just tell people where you go.
Yeah, because it was like crap when we're sick. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye.
What's up, Mike?
Good morning, Virgo.
Just like John Jay. Okay, my Virgos, you are running full diagnostics on yourself. You already Googled your symptoms. You've cross-checked medical journals, and now you have a full treatment plan. That's probably better than what your doctor would suggest.
Exact once again.
All right, thanks, Mike. I would say that's true to a certain degree. Like, I've been under the weather the last couple of days. I haven't Googled it, but my doctor came to the gym and gave me an exam. Oh, how about Libra?
Yeah, Kyle, you don't even know how to handle being sick. 1 minute, you're acting totally fine, and then the next, you're curled up in a blanket cocoon. You can't decide if you want attention or to just be left alone, but you also take the cutest sick selfies.
Okay, I never take a sick selfie. You will never see that. Number one.
We believe you.
And number two, I feel like I'm more of just like the curl up in a ball. Like I don't want anyone to talk to me or
Yeah?
I try not to acknowledge when I'm sick, quite honestly.
I feel like when you're like feeling down when you're at work, I feel like you really power through. Like it's hard to tell when you're feeling crappy.
I try to mask
Yeah.
it.
It's
How
pretty
about
good.
Pisces?
Pisces, Rich. You love being sick because it gives you an excuse to just lay in bed and listen to sad music and feel mysterious. You're definitely making a whole playlist for your sick boy aesthetic and then staring out the window like you're in some music video again.
I mean, that seems like it would fit. I don't know if it does. I, too, pretend that I am not sick. Just allergies. I'm fine.
Yeah. Like when you gave us all mono that one time.
How about you for Leos?
Leos, we are so dramatic when we are sick. The smallest sore throat, and suddenly it's like, I don't think I'm going to make it anymore. We're lying in bed like some fallen warrior telling everyone, remember me. We get it, Leos. We're suffering.
All right, if we didn't get to your sign there, I'll post it on our website right now, johnjaneRich.com. It's time for Stacks and Hacks. We have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. Everybody here do laundry?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Every day.
It depends.
'Cause I don't really
Like
do
every
laundry.
3 months.
So tell me how you feel about this. Someone's laundry hack is going viral. A woman's boyfriend says the best way to deal with detergent is to fill the cap with liquid, then toss the whole thing in the wash, including the lid. And it's an actual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that? Then why is it controversy?
I don't know.
Because they're saying just don't.
Why not pour it in
I
instead
think.
of... Well, why not pour it in? Why do you want the cap in
I
there?
would get that because it's like annoying when the cap like has the dried liquid detergent at the bottom of it. Like it's hard to get it all out. That's actually genius. I think I don't know why it would be
Okay.
controversial.
You
It should
should
be
throw
like
it in.
revolutionary.
Well, why is it going viral? That's the thing. If it's
Wait,
normal.
who-
See, I can't participate because I don't understand.
Don't you guys just, when you dump the detergent, don't you just when the water's filling up in the washer, don't you just
Rinse it out?
there?
No, my
Really?
my water like won't start filling up unless the top is closed.
Oh, that's lame.
I know.
So yeah, you really have to. You should just start.
I have
doing
no.
it.
I know. I think I'm going to because I fill the cap up and I try to I take whatever clothes are in there and I wipe it out with it.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't always get it all.
Yeah. You
So-
just throw it in and it's like a little
So-
washing
I should use
machine.
that.
You're going to use this hack?
Yeah, I
Okay.
am.
There's a single parking spot in Boston is up for sale right now for the low price of $750,000. It's in a parking garage in the upscale Boston Hill area. A website says the same spot sold last year for $500,000.
What?
So that's so nuts.
That's
man.
insane.
That's so nuts.
You could take a lot of Ubers to that place for a lot less.
A soccer team in Bulgaria did a moment of silence for a former player who passed away. You know, you've been to the moment of silence where they do that. Then it turned out he's still alive.
He should have spoken up during that moment of silence. Hey, guys. I'm still here, guys.
Okay.
What if he was participating and he's like, what? For who? What?
That's how you found out he was a ghost.
There's a new list online of things that have gradually disappeared over the past decade without people really noticing. I thought I'd go over some, see if you guys agree or
Customer
disagree.
service.
Semicolons. They said ChatGPT seems to love to use semicolons, so maybe we'll see a resurgence in semicolons, but people don't use it. Ownership. Everything is rented, lease, or subscription-based. Physical checks as payment. That's gone away.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know how to write a check.
Toys and cereal boxes. I disagree with this next one because this happens to me quite a bit. Coins on the sidewalk. I pick up coins all the time. I see them quite a bit. 24-hour businesses have gone away. The pandemic killed them, and it seems like a lot of them aren't coming back. A real live person answering a business telephone.
That's true.
That's so rare, and I think that's so important.
Yeah.
That's why when you call here, you will get a live person. Of course, the phone might ring for an hour before they pick it up. But, small independent hardware stores, unless you're in Denver at Unfug Hardware.
I don't think it exists.
No!
Really? Oh, yeah.
Sad.
Very sad.
Oh, we should have done a fundraiser.
I know. I just have a little tool belt stuff from there. That's it. That's all that's left.
These are things that have gradually disappeared. Fairly priced streaming services. And the number one answer is a good old $800 beater car that would actually run and drive. Those are gone. So there's a movie called Screamboat. It's a horror movie based off of Mickey Mouse. And Mickey Mouse becomes a murderer and kills all these people.
How terrible.
And the victims are knockoff Disney princesses.
What?
They're described as party princesses, and their names are Cindy. Who do you think that is?
Cinderella.
Jazzy.
Jasmine.
From?
Aladdin.
And what about Bella?
Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Ariana.
Ariel?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was like...
Little Mermaid?
And Rory.
Oh,
drawing a blank on that one.
Rory.
Lion King?
Sleeping Beauty?
Oh.
Aurora.
Aurora. Oh. I mean,
Okay.
That's actually cute. I like that name.
As they get butchered by Mickey Mouse.
that's traumatic, but I think the Disney movies are traumatic enough because there's always killing off a parent in the beginning.
That is true.
What do you have for life hacks, Rich?
Hack proof your password. So I think I am known around these parts for having complicated passwords. But my trick, they say don't do that anymore, which is, where you add things like exclamation points and dollar signs and all that. They say most of the hacking people who use their little hacking software can get through that. So the secret now is to do the Spanish E or the U with the 2 dots over it when you make your password, because none of the cracking passwords can do that. Or the hacker stuff can really do those kind of letters. So how do you do it? On your phone, you just hold down that letter with your thumb, and then it'll give you the option to do the U with the 2 dots over it, or the N with the little...
Yeah, the Enye.
Yeah, the Enye.
The problem is, just yesterday, I had to... Tell me if you guys are like this. My Ticketmaster account, I didn't remember my password, so I had to redo it.
Forget password.
And then when I hit forget password, then I come up with a new one, and I go, I'm going to remember this one. And I don't
There's
remember.
no way.
And all I do is add an extra number.
Oh
You know
my
what
gosh.
happens to me? Sometimes I'll put in my password, and then I'll reset the password, and then I put in a new password, and they're like, you can't use your old password. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right.
that's what I put in.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I put
That's
in.
the worst.
But then it's for you to say that to do that, also when I'm redoing my password, I want it to be simple and quick. I don't want to sit there and have to hold down the shift key or hold down
Simple
whatever.
and quick is what gets you hacked, my friend.
That's true.
That's
Anyway.
how Scott Fisher lost all his pizza points for what?
Yeah, his Papa Dough.
Papa Dough.
Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can text us. Text JJR your message to 96893. I want to get into what just happened. We're playing SZA, and then Peyton tells a story about SZA's on it. I'm like, man, you got to tell it on the air. Because I have heard it. Mm-hmm. What was it?
So I was telling Rich, because John Jay, you were busy and Kyle was sitting right here. So I'm just talking to Rich. And I was like, hey, last week I was singing my heart out to the SZA song. And the SZA song, it's off of her new deluxe album that everyone was asking for this SoundCloud version. And basically SZA in the song says I might as well go sleep with my ex again. At least he still loves me for who I am. She's talking about her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And so I'm singing this song at the top of my lungs, and my boyfriend Kadeem looks at me. He's like, yeah, I don't think you should listen to SZA anymore.
It's like those lyrics aren't hitting right.
We're hitting right, and it sucks so much because it's SZA just makes music for girls who don't like their boyfriends. And
That's a great lane for her, and you're right.
yeah, it's true. And it's she just wants to be so loved so bad, but all the musics are basically roast to her men, but also love songs. Anyways, I'm singing my heart out, and I don't relate at all, but I love SZA.
Right, so you're singing the song because you love the song, not the words or the
Not the
meaning of the
words.
song, which happens a lot if you think about it.
Yeah, but
That's
when you
amazing.
sing something really passionately, it seems
you're
like
whoa.
you are feeling it.
He was like, you said that line with a little bit too much passion.
But she says she wants to sleep with her ex because he still cares about her. But she also says, I might as well kill my ex.
She does. And his girlfriend, too.
Wow.
Yeah, his new one.
Could even be like, sing that song.
Yeah, that one's better.
But then you brought up your Saturn vibe, which I thought was a SZA connection, but it's not.
No, SZA does have a song called Saturn,
Right.
which is great, so go listen to that. But no, I'm in my Saturn return. Have you guys ever heard of this?
No.
So
is
you're-
it like an astrological thing?
Yeah, it is an astrological thing. So your Saturn return happens like every 29 and a half years, but it's like in between your ages of 27 and 30.
Okay.
So like Saturn's in my return right now. Like I'm about to be 27 in a couple months. So it's on its way back for my Saturn return. Your Saturn return brings like big life changes, challenges, and lessons. So it happens like from 27 to 30, and then from like 57 to 60, and then 87 to 90. So you notice these transformational things going on in your life.
87 to 90, that's just, like your big change.
You're transforming to heaven.
Yeah. You're going to go meet
That's when
Jesus.
you get really, really old.
No. But it's like the first Saturn return.
Transitioning to dust.
The first Saturn return, which is what I'm in right now, is like where I'm finding myself. Like there might be some major job shifts or relationships ending, moving to a new city, big life decisions. And then from like the 57 to 60 is kind of when like you've kind of figured out your stuff. You kind of have your own personality and your own vibe of what you want. And 87 to 90 is like you're reflecting on the life you lived well, if that makes sense.
Okay, so I think you are turning 27 in 4 or 5 months.
Something like
so
that.
you're saying it's like you're starting to feel that coming.
I am. I'm starting to feel like I feel like I'm getting a little bit more mature. I think I'm thinking twice about some things a lot more. And I can just genuinely see like the shift in like my own self.
Okay, so you said it could be a job change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting for us to hear that. There's a
not my
relationship
life.
change. A
Don't care-
relationship
don't care for
change.
that.
Does that mean Kadeem and you are going to break up or take it to the next level?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and what was the third one? Moving. So you're going to take a job somewhere else?
Or
get married, move somewhere else?
Or moving to like a new city or something like that. But it's like the thing is, it's like Saturn asks when you come into your first round is like, are you following your game plan? Are you making good choices? Are you on the right path? And like think of it as like leveling up in a video game, like harder challenges but like bigger rewards kind of vibe. So for me, it's like I feel like I'm content and I'm good right now. So I don't think all of these big major shifts are going to be for me, but I'm finding myself for sure.
But you really don't feel it yet because it's not time yet. Maybe in August, when it's your birthday, bam, all of a sudden stuff. Maybe that's when you get proposed to.
Revolutionary, who knows?
Maybe that's when we get blown out and you get a new job. Take over
What the
mornings.
hell?
I hope that
Wow.
is never the case.
Stupid Saturn.
I hope your Saturn doesn't affect us that much.
Yes.
I don't think it
I wish we didn't know about it at all now.
I don't think it will. But
Well, you know what? Give John Jay an astrological thing, and he'll turn it to something terrible coming your way.
basically, but like Saturn return is just like the universe checking on us, making sure we're on the right path.
It's
That's all.
been around for a while. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that you're like, I'm so excited, it's my Saturn return. Like,
Yeah,
huh?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, either.
Okay, good. Now let's get into why you have mixed feelings.
Oh my goodness. So this is so. I still don't know how I feel about it. So yesterday I posted on like my Instagram story, and it's just like a voiceover of me like doing some TikTok video. I don't know, but like you can kind of see my braids and my hair. And my Instagram is linked to my Facebook, so all my Facebook friends can see my Instagram stories on my Facebook. If that makes sense.
Yeah. In fact, is this the video where I happened to see it on the John Jay and Rich Facebook?
Oh, I don't
I
think
couldn't find it on John Jay and Rich Instagram, but I found it on John. It's like you're getting your braids done.
No, that was a different one. That was a day in the life video that I made.
Oh, okay.
This is a different video. Like, I just literally did some voiceover. But what was so weird and why I have mixed feelings about it is because I got a message on Messenger, and it was from this girl that was actually really mean to me when I was, like, in middle school. And she was actually the only, like, fist fight that I've ever been in my entire life.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Of course.
Duh. No, I'm playing. I don't really remember. But it was such a weird thing that I saw her name pop up in my phone. And the reason that she was like so mean to me and didn't like me is because she felt like I only hung out with all the white girls. She didn't think that I hung out with all the black girls. I'm half black. I'm half white. She felt some type of way, whatever. Like, that's just where I grew up. Like, it wasn't like, anyway, whatever. I still obviously feel some type of way about those comments. But when we got in a fight, I'll never forget ever. And like, I've told you guys, like, I've struggled with like my identity for the longest, right? Like, I was always too white for the black girls and always too black for the white girls. Like, that was just my life. And this girl, literally, she told me, that I was a disgrace to our race. Literally, I will never forget that. I vividly remember her with her glasses, her bun at this park.
Is she black or white?
She's black girl. And I was like, what? Like, I was so beside myself. And I seriously do think that has set the foundation for my insecurities now as an adult. But the irony of her message that she sent me was, OMG, your braids, with a bunch of hard eyes. I was like, girl, you told me I was a disgrace to our race, but here you are complimenting me on my braids.
There's no way she remembers that, right?
How do you know MG?
She definitely remembers it.
She has to remember.
think?
But how do you know she's complimenting you?
She put a bunch of hard eyes. OMG, your braids. Hard eyes, hard eyes, hard eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she wasn't like, OMG, your
God,
braids,
right.
knife, knife, knife.
like she was complimenting me on my braids,
Right.
which exaggerates my blackness in a way. But yet again, 10 years ago, you told me I was a disgrace to our race because I only hung out with the white girls.
But maybe
also,
she's grown since
She was
then.
also a
Right.
kid back
Well,
then, too.
I literally told Kadeem this. She was like, that's something that a kid would say.
Right.
And so I replied. And I was like, oh, thanks, girl. Hope you're doing good. Because, like, obviously, like, it's been 10-something years. Like, she's definitely grown up. I've grown up. Like, why have problems about it even though I have trauma about it? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's tough.
Yeah, it was just, it caught me so off guard. And, like, as I'm sitting here telling you this, like, I feel so uncomfortable.
She
Like,
still live here?
I think so.
Should we get her on and talk to her?
Huh?
Maybe she doesn't remember.
She remembers.
She
Let's ask
remembers.
her.
She remembers. She ended up
100%.
getting suspended from school
Yeah,
because
she
of how
definitely
mean
remembers.
she was to me.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Girls don't forget stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
We take it with us to our grave.
Yeah. So I was so thrown, but I was like, thank you. Like, I appreciate it, but it just caught me so off guard, and I had such mixed
Well, I
feelings
think
about
you're
it.
amazing, and you're a credit to all races.
Thank
But I
you.
think you're-
I'm both.
Especially
I get
the New
best of
York
both
Marathon.
worlds.
Yeah, and I think you're looking at this all wrong. Like, this is like talking about moving into your Saturn. Like, this is like, wow, you can like close that because,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You can close that trauma off now because it's like there's healing here.
I love that. I'm going to take that, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sabrina Carpenter, but she's in the news.
Yeah, she's actually getting some heat right now because she just did her night 2 in Paris, and she has gone viral all basically summer for her Juno pose, which is kind of just like a little freaky position, whatever. And she did, I don't even know if I can, she did something, her Juno pose was an ode to Paris.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
And
A
it's
famous
A
landmark.
famous landmark, which it can also be a little spicy
Position?
Yes.
She's
Oh,
been
really?
doing this the whole time. I don't know why this one isn't just now like getting everyone so ticked off because like every single one she does is raunchy.
And so I'm saying, and this one is iconic because it's like you're in Paris, you're doing the iconic Paris landmark.
I think it's like there's kidsy shows. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I
But,
think
like-
that's the
Olympics?
problem.
I think that's what it is, but she's an adult. She makes music for girls her age. Like, I don't know.
I know, but she didn't always start out that way. But it is kind of a little.
I'll
It's like
say-
you don't need to do that.
All right, let's shift gears to Hilaria Baldwin. Hilarious Baldwin.
was dying in this interview. She was doing an interview with her husband, and they're talking about their reality show. And he's just kind of chiming in, but maybe a little too much for Hilaria.
The Hilaria Show.
No, I think we're gonna see. You know, we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great.
This
You're a
season-
winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking.
sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why. Yes, we'll have to like just cut him out of the show.
Oh my God!
Maybe
Meanwhile,
you like think this is like he doesn't get away with anything at home.
the only reason there's a show is because he's Alec Baldwin.
She can't
And
say
I'm
that to
sure
her, though.
he's been like told, like, hey, in the interviews, they want you to be involved too, because you know you're the celebrity and all this. But I just thought that was so funny.
His face during it is like he'd been reprimanded. It's not like he got.
Oh yeah, no,
he
know
knows.
it's like she's
Yeah.
in charge in
You've
house.
seen that happen before.
Yeah, you know, sometimes there are conversations when you're a little bit in the public eye, and you have to, you know, I mean, now she's famous now, so maybe she has the right. Maybe they had the, hey, look, when I'm doing my stuff, let me do my stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's carried it his whole.
I know
his whole
I know.
life. He's been
But
famous.
also, it's kind of interesting to see him not become Alec Baldwin. He's just a husband that needs to shut up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Anyway, all right. The TV show You season 5 is dropping.
Yeah, this is genius. Whoever is running the marketing for You needs a raise. So there was this video that dropped on TikTok yesterday, and Joe from You is Penn Bagley, and basically he is doing a voiceover for Kristen Bell in Nobody Wants This. And if you know, Kristen Bell is the iconic Gossip Girl voice, and Penn Bagley is Gossip Girl. So the clips explain it.
In the finale of Gossip Girl, it was revealed that the very lovely Kristen Bell was lending her voice to my character, to Dan Humphrey, who is the real Gossip Girl. Sorry, spoiler alert. I thought I would repay the favor. I'm going to put a little narrative spin on Kristen's show. Nobody wants this.
So basically, what Joe does is he does the Joe voice as Kristen Bell and Nobody Wants This as they're about to go do the iconic kiss scene when they're getting ice cream. So what you're going to hear, the video is them two walking, and it's Kristen Bell in her head as Joe.
Okay.
You can't be serious eating ice cream together.
What do you want to know?
Anything that'll torture me.
Okay. She's prettier without makeup.
Was that supposed to make me feel better?
She's weirdly good at math. Calls her grandparents every day.
I don't think this situation calls for the bigger person, but I guess I'll oblige.
I think you're going to get back together with her.
Really?
And I think that you should. You deserve to be with someone who calls their grandparents.
I know the friend zone is usually a cold, dark place suitable for frozen delicacies to bury your feelings in by the shovelful, but this is torture.
My Uber is going to be here soon.
It's tragic, I know, but how can I let you?
That's good.
Just so good.
When did you come out? Because now that got me
Season
pumped. That
5?
worked.
I don't
That got
know
me.
when
That
it
worked.
drops.
Like I'm excited for you, season 5. We were talking about Millie Bobby Brown the other day because she's in that movie that's on Netflix right now, #1, called Electric State, and she's married to Bon Jovi's son. But what is the news with her now?
There's been all these rumors that she's going to get cast to play Britney Spears in the biopic coming up. And she sort of clarified it, but didn't really necessarily put the rumors to rest.
I know that I think everything's in the talks, but for me personally, with or without me, I am so excited for it. And I think it's going to be a brilliant story with a brilliant core, which is Britney.
I forget she's English.
I know. Like, can she do a Britney accent?
I don't know.
Probably. She's a pretty good actress.
Probs, but I feel like with someone like Britney, like you have to get a super good dancer. Like
I feel like a no name would be better. Like someone that we haven't seen. Sydney Sweeney would be great.
Sell tickets.
But also, like, I feel like you're going to be taken out of the movie if it's anyone that we know.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I wonder if it's because, like, Millie Bobby Brown has already had the shaved head look and we know she's cute. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe that. I don't know how far we're going to get into the Britney biopic, but if they go into that.
All right, let's go from Britney to Justin Timberlake.
He was doing something hilarious. It's good to see some positive press on Justin Timberlake. He was on a flight, a private jet, of course, because he's Justin Timberlake, with some friends, and he decided to do the on-flight announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the JT Live 25 South American leg. A life jacket is located in a pouch at the side of your seat. If you have any questions, keep them to yourself. Oh, we're just kidding. Please ask the crew. We thank you for flying. JT Live 25 Air is finna be lit.
It's just like a dude being silly with his friends.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was on like a Southwest Airlines flight, and then I
That
saw
would have been amazing.
Well,
That
the
would have been
seat
epic.
cover said Justin Timberlake on all the seat covers,
like
and I was like,
his jet.
I thought I didn't even think that it was his own jet. I thought this must be some publicity stunt with a new album or something coming out to get his tour going again.
No.
Didn't realize that.